It's the NFL on EA Sports, where London will play host to a different kind of football. It's the Jets and the reigning Super Bowl champs, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the New York Jets and our home team. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Here's Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made by Adrian Phillips. This defense for the Jags, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Wilson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Josh Allen make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Lawrence to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. They've got his man complete. 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. DK Metcalf, 81 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. after a gain of 2 out to the 27. For Gallup, a check on the numbers from a week ago. 6 catches, 121 yards, and a touchdown.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy the defenses have better focus on.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They overloaded that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, quarterback really has the advantage then because they'll have more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't,
under pressure, and they got to him again. They couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw into the hands of Kirk. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 2nd down, another shot for Jones. Shedding the tackler, that gives him some room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's going to be caught by Ali Cox.
He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead.
Now ETN to start the drive.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars.
DK Metcalf.
2 catches, 2. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. That catch good for only a couple. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
47 yards on the ground for him so far.
The Jets on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They go play action now. Wilson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Josh Allen in there to get him, and on the season, 9 sacks for him. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he fields it cleanly. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now ETN.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? The ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll run. It's ETN. A 1st down and more. ETN.
And just shedding him off there. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Travis Etienne.
His 17th touchdown now on the season.
And the Jaguars are able to add on to their first half lead. Koo now for the point after.
He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Zach Wilson and the Jet offense set to take over here.
What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position back.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. On the delay, Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game.
56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
And the Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got him in, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the on first down, Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They go play action with Wilson. Under pressure, and down he goes. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. To try again after the sack, Wilson.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop. With 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Second half starts with a run by Etienne.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. DK Metcalf. 66 yards.
And the Jaguars have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Wilson.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. That's 2nd down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. The give is to Jones. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
This is caught. It's Kirk. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The situation changes a bit now. 1st and goal from back at the 10. A give to Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Kirk, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to get a score back. To try here for the extra point. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's finished off by a... New York Jets touchdown. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 102 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. DK Metcalf, 48 yards. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take it. On first down, Jones. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's more. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. A nice throw there for a good game and a first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London. And this is a blowout so far. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run.